Yo, what's going on everybody? It's your boy Dev, aka the Walmart Blame Truth here, back at you with another video, and I can't lie to you guys, Call of Duty's greed is getting out of control. Now I'm gonna be extremely transparent with you guys. I initially thought with the release of Season 3 for Modern Warfare 3 that we were finally turning a corner, right? We were finally on the right path when it came to getting actual content in Modern Warfare 3 and Call of Duty as a whole. And I made this opinion perfectly clear when I went over the Season 3 roadmap for Modern Warfare 3. I praised Sledgehammer Games. I praised Activision for the fact that they're actually providing us with 6v6 content, i.e. maps, and not just loading the fucking store up with bundles and calling that content. I was saying this was a good thing, but one thing that I have to go over here is the Call of Duty community just never fails to amaze me with their absolute brain dead takes. I had people on this video that I'm talking about telling me that I was just complaining, right? And the whole reason for this comment was because in this video going over the Season 3 roadmap, I actually spoke on the zombie side of things, and I said it's kind of fucked up that they didn't provide any content for people that play zombies and actually paid money, actually paid $70 for said zombies mode. They got zero content. What was I met with? I was met with comments telling me that I was complaining about it, and this is the best Call of Duty we've had in the last 4 or 5 years, and I'm just complaining. Now, I want to make it perfectly clear. It doesn't matter if the game is actually good. When you ignore an entire side of the game that people paid for, that's fucked up, and that deserves to be called out. So just because it doesn't affect you doesn't mean it doesn't affect others. Try and think out of your own little personal self-entitled bubble for a second. Secondly, we had the Season 3 debacle with the whole update fiasco that broke the game for multiple people. And I also got a gem of a comment on this video as well, telling me that I was just rage baiting. And he was insinuating that I was rage baiting and putting a, controversial title and trying to get everybody all riled up for no rhyme or reason. And looking back on it, I suppose this individual wasn't wrong. I was just rage baiting. You caught me. I just put a title there to get you to click on it, and then I yelled about nothing, right? I yelled about the fact that a multi-billion-dollar company cannot hire a proper QA team to test these updates before they push them out to the general public. That's just me complaining about it, right? Anyways, I've learned that there's two types of individuals in this community when it comes to negative comments. There's people that have room temperature IQ, and I deal in Celsius because I'm from Canada, so you could do the math on that. Or two, you have a bunch of children that just grew up with games being broken on release, and this just doesn't seem like a big deal to them. And they see someone like me who's trying to call out the BS, and they just say, well, you're just complaining. You just need to stop making videos. Blah, 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 blah. But anyways, that's besides the point, guys. Before I get into the whole greediness here, I want to show you guys a cause and effect scenario here. So if you look at this tweet that I'm going to be putting up on screen from Charlie Intel, it says Call of Duty reached its new highest peak player count of the year on Steam. And if you look at this graph with the release of Season 3, it's amazing what happens when you provide actual content to your community. You get a spike in players coming back to the game. Actually, the highest we've seen in 2024. This right here should be eye-opening to Activision. You provide content, people come back and play. That's not a bad thing in itself. This is actually a good thing for the game. It actually means that the game is gaining more popularity. It's great. This is what shareholders in Activision wants to see. But of course, when they get those players coming back, they're not doing this 6v6 content shit to be nice. They're doing it so you come back and play their game and potentially spend more money. And the effect can be seen right here with two bundles in particular, two microtransactions that we're getting from Call of Duty. And I know there's going to be people here that say, well, you don't like it, don't buy it. This isn't the point. This sets the bar for future Call of Duty titles. And if shit like this happens in future Call of Duty titles, we are in huge trouble because this entire game is going to be consumed by fucking greed. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, I'm sure many of you guys who have been following Call of Duty news over the last few weeks would have seen this gem. And I'm going to put this tweet up on screen. It says, in order to get this Beast glove in Call of Duty, you have to spend $80 and buy 4 different 2400 COD points Godzilla X Kong bundles. And if we look at this picture right here, on the bottom left, the Titan Collection reward, it says, purchase all bundles from this collection to unlock. pack. Then you have these 4 bars in the bottom that show if you've actually purchased the bundles. And to me, this looks like a bootlicker bingo card. They could scratch off how many bundles they've gotten and they won't carry over to the next game because you know they're not going to do that shit again because that won't make them enough money. But anyways, you see something like this and this is an $80 bundle. In reality, 80 bucks for this fucking glove. So you basically would have to buy the game plus add $10 onto your account. And I know there's going to be people saying that this isn't a big deal and just shut the fuck up and complain, whatever, yada, yada, yada. And to you guys, I say go fuck yourself if you really support shit like this. This is unacceptable. This shouldn't be in a AAA $70 game. This is the type of monetization models you see in fucking mobile games. But it gets worse. What if I told you it gets worse? This isn't the only thing we have to deal with. Now, it should be noted that this isn't exactly something that you're going to be getting in-game by purchasing bundles, but it is something that you have to spend a lot of money on, and believe it or not, more than $80 fucking dollars for the previous bundle. So, I don't know if you guys heard, but there's actually a cheetah print camo that is going to be in the game, or is in the game, I should say, and this camo is only attainable by, listen up, spending $100 on the COD merch shop. So imagine that. You have to spend $100 to look like an absolute virgin IRL walking around with fucking Call of Duty merch on. Number 1, that's embarrassing. Number 2, that's beta male energy. Number 3 is I have to spend $100 on useless merch in order to get a camo that's painfully mid. Look at this shit. There's a video here, this is from Symphony, I believe, and this is a video showing off the cheetah print camo that, believe it or not, for the low price of $100, isn't even fucking animated. Now, someone like Symphony obviously can buy, you know, thousands of dollars worth of merch, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of merch, and it probably wouldn't hurt him financially. But for the average person who spends $100 on the merch shop, you need to spend $100 to get a camo that's absolute ass cheeks. And people seem to think that this is just okay. I remember I came from a time back in Call of Duty that if you wanted cool camos and shit, you grinded for them. Now we're spending $80 for a fucking glove, and we're spending $100 for a camo that looks like it was made in Microsoft Paint by a motherfucking intern over at Sledgehammer Games or Infinity Ward. This right here just makes me laugh, and I know there's gonna be people, bootlickers, whatever, that spend hundreds of fucking dollars on the merch shop that end up getting this. And then they're gonna come to my video and tell me, well, if you don't like it, don't buy it. No one's forcing you to do it. Blah, 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 blah. I know I sound like a broken record, but they also sound like a broken record. The same fucking comments I get 24/7. Now, with both of these things out of the way, this kind of just begs the question, in my opinion, what does this mean for Call of Duty Black Ops Gulf War when that releases? Like I've said previously, the game can be great from a gameplay perspective, but they seem to always love to turn up that EOMM in Black Ops titles because they're extremely popular. And then it also begs the question, like, what is the monetization model gonna look like in Black Ops Gulf War? Are we gonna see $100 bundles? Is this a tester? Because I've said this before, they were testing Black Cell and that just continued and continued and continued. Now we have Black Cell permanently. They were testing grenade skins and a bunch of other shit. Now we get that constantly. They were testing putting, you know, weird, goofy bundles into the game like Nicki Minaj, 21 Savage, duck skins, whatever. They were testing that, and now we get constant duck skins. What's next, guys? Are we gonna get more of these little stupid bundle things where you have to buy 4 or 5 bundles in a row in order to get the one big thing at the end? Is that the new monetization model? Are they going to be putting that in Black Ops Gulf War? Because if they are, I can pretty much guarantee that game and many other Call of Duties that come after that game are going to be consumed by absolute greed. In closing, this entire game and Activision's greed in general is completely out of control. And if more people don't start speaking up, sharing videos, speaking up against this, we're going to be in big trouble for years to come. And this is just half the battle. We also have to deal with EOMM and shit like that. That I don't think is going anywhere because it protects too many players. But at least from the microtransaction side of things, things are looking very bleak for the future of Call of Duty. But anyways, let me know how you guys feel in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure to like the video, share this video with your friends, subscribe if you are new, and don't forget to turn that notification bell on so you never miss when I upload a video. And I'll catch everybody in the next one.
I've been feeling weird, I can't seem to focus good enough. Nothing's really clear, sometimes it could be a little tough. I just need